Okay, as promised, first, that's the leftover cheese. Doesn't look that good, but let's see here. Okay, so here's the tomatoes. Me? Yeah, yeah, I'm live. Okay. So there's that. And let's see how this wrap came out. So this is the wrap on the outside. And then this is the wrap on the other piece. It should pop right off. Score. Alright, so now I know in the future that I have to wrap this piece also. Perfect. Really happy about that. And so we have a nice looking wheel of cheese here. And here's my computer set up. My laptop, Fortnite lobby.
Only viewer?
Yes, Zachy, my son. My viewer. Whoops. So I'm at right now 1,300. Whoops. 1,350 viewing hours, and I have to get 4,000. So it's basically 200% more viewing hours on my channel, and then I'll be up to the next stage of.
You know they're adding a girl galaxy scan?
I'll be up to the next stage of basically
at a
being
later date, but if you're on Android,
being a content creator.
it's a tournament. Go sub to my YouTube channel.
Sub to Zachy, League of Champ, LOC _ Agent Zach, YT.
Previous video, go check it out. I'm a flamingo.
Okay, so before I do this, because I'm shopping on a budget and I just walk over to the market, it's not organic. I'm gonna have to rinse these. Just give me a second. Okay.
Oh, your high ground retake. Alright, here we go.
So, got the cheese, got the tomatoes, okay, and porcelain knife. So I'm just going to simply cut the top off here. I'm going to do slices.
Just had a build battle from that height. And I just built.
Okay. Then I'm going to get a bigger knife for the cheese.
For the cheese.
I'm going to cut the cheese. Wah, wah.
Who cut the cheese?
I just cut it. Oh yeah. Cut the cheese.
Get up a close up. We need a close up.
Need a close up of the cheese? Okay. I'm going to cut each piece into halves.
This and do that.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4 is end up being about 24 slices of cheese, and then I have 6 tomatoes. So what I think I'll do is I'll make a cheese sandwich with the tomato like that. One. So, this is the pumpkin seed cheese I made earlier today, about an hour ago. Put it in the fridge. This is just regular Roma tomatoes. And this is a porcelain knife. Sharpest knife I own. I usually only use it for sushi, because with a porcelain knife, once it's dull, it can't be sharpened, or I think maybe you have to send it away to be sharpened. But it's really sharp when it is sharp, you know. When it's sharp, it's really sharp. And I've never had to send it away. I've never had a porcelain knife that's lost its edge, so I'm just going by what I've heard. So, 2 slices of tomato, 1 slice of cheese, sandwich. The pumpkin seed cheese is keto. I'm not sure about tomatoes, if tomatoes are keto. I think they are, because it's low glycemic. Apparently 3 p.m. is the time of day when digestive forces are at their peak. Something called the ultradian cycle. So if you're just tuning in to my channel, I'm a health coach with a specialty in a strict menu called Life Food Certified, which is attached to, or which goes along with a cleansing program. Both of these things developed by Dr. David Jubb, my teacher and the person who certified me. So, in order, you start cleaning from the top down. You learn about what's Life Food Certified. You switch to a Life Food Certified menu. Then you start to cleanse the organs, starting with the liver. And what I'm up to is, after I finished cleaning out my liver, now I'm doing intestinal cleansing, which basically, to do, I've had to build up to be able to do fasting, which I've done in the past 6 months. I've done, 24-hour fasts, 72-hour fasts, whatever 5 days is. I did 5-day fasts. and I'm starting another one basically tonight. Zach, I had to sign out of Fortnite because it's taking up my my Wi-Fi. I'll come back on after I'm done with my video, though.
Alright. Alright.
Just on Fortnite. I'm still on FaceTime now. Nice. It seems like the video is going in and out. I don't know what the reason is. It must be something. Maybe I can only do 15 minutes live before it's going to start to short circuit. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what. Guys, I'm sorry the camera keeps going in and out. It looks. Some connectivity issue. I don't know what it is. It was fine for the first 15 minutes. We try and say it quick.
No, it's still recording. Daddy, it's still recording.
Oh, it's still showing it?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. Because it's disconnecting me. But I'm glad you're still able to see. So, this is pumpkin seed. Similar to like a cheddar or a Parmesan, something not hard, not cream cheese, right in the middle there, like a cheddar cheese probably. And so I have Roma tomato here, slicing it with my porcelain knife by Farberware. Yeah, it's not fudge, it's pumpkin seed cheese. That's what I was trying to say. My camera, I don't know, it seems to be good now. Yeah. No, it's really good. The pumpkin seed cheese is, it tastes cheesy because of the ingredients in it. If you go back one video, you could see how I made it. And it's high protein, Yeah, I actually did do a fudge with tomato, a fudge with tomato. Not on this video. My son, he actually, my son Max, he came up with that. I've never seen it before. He actually took a piece of chocolate, ate it with tomato, and then I tried it, and it wasn't that bad. I'm just going with this recipe because it's easy. It's pretty good. I mean, it's really good. It's a nutritional powerhouse. Pumpkin seed is known as a
Fortnite.
superfood. What's that, Zaki?
What? Oh,
Oh.
no, nothing.
Hmm. When am I fighting Diego Sanchez? That's a great question. Let me tell you something. Move this back. Yeah, Dan Hardy, I want to fight him too. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with me fighting. Uh, I want to fight Dan Hardy. I want to fight Diego Sanchez. I want to fight everyone. Chris Lieben, Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, Randy Couture, McGregor. I like to fight them all in my League of Champions. If you don't know what that is, it's my new regulatory system. It's MMA with no head count and point scoring. It's a revolutionary new way to score MMA for action instead of damage. I personally can't get hit in the head anymore because I have TBI, and I also don't want to give anybody else TBI. If you think about it, what did the UFC do to become mainstream, or what did mixed martial arts do to become mainstream? They had to come in under a regulatory body, which was at the time the Boxing Commission, to become sanctioned. That's why they wear gloves. But why they wear gloves, it's only because they're under boxing. It's not for safety. Because if it was for safety, they would wear elbow pads, they would wear knee pads, and they would wear foot pads. Any striking surface, right? Think about it. Why only gloves? Because they came in under boxing. Which, is a step in the right direction, alright? You got one pad on. My thing is more everything padded. Even headgear, even though there's no head contact. So yes, I'm going to fight everyone. I'm going to fight everyone. And soon, I'm going to, because this whole COVID-19 thing, it kind of messed up my travel plans. But I do have a driver, and my goal and my mission is to go on tour across America, having an event in each place that I stop, and make a reality show about this tour, about this league, about this system, and feature all the people involved, the fighters, the gym owners, get a real piece of America and the people that I connect with, even corporate sponsors. Because the way that the point system works, the more you score, the more you get paid. So I'm gonna set up something where each fighter, like say me versus Diego Sanchez, I have my sponsor, who's contributing $500, just any number, $500 or 1,000, make it even 1,000. Diego Sanchez has his sponsor, or I get him a sponsor, another 1,000. So there's a $2,000 prize pot. Now, we're each going to get a score for our match from 0 to 100. There's no head contact, there's no finishes, okay? I had an MTBI, that means mild. Diego Sanchez, obviously, he's been knocked out. He has TBI. There's no way to deny that because a concussion is a TBI. Any subconcussive. I'm getting the time signal. Even a subconcussive blow is a TBI. It's a very gray scale. It's not. It's not just that. Oh, you lose consciousness. That's a TBI. It's very gray, and it starts from any dental contact all the way up to these deadly blows that people receive in fighting. And I think that's the way that I'm actually going to blow up. By going viral, by going across America, by making my own reality show on YouTube. And where I'm at right now, I have over 1,000 subscribers. I have 1,020 subscribers. So if you're subscribed, I really, really appreciate it. We have 4 people watching right now. We're just over 1,000, so do not unsubscribe, please. I don't know what happens if I go back under 1,000, but it took me a long time to get 1,000, and I have to get 4,000. Yeah. Um, Zachy, can I call you right back?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. All right. Let me turn my other phone off. Maybe that's what it was, because I had my other phone right next to this one. How's that? Yeah, I'm in my dungeon. So that's what it was. So now the internet's coming in pretty decent. I guess. I had my other phone. Nope, it's buffering again. Um, Not that. No, it's gonna be a great show. I'm glad that you're into it. It's gonna be great. I really do believe it. As far as Joe Rogan goes, he might be too heavily invested in the other system, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it is a great story. Thank you so much. And I feel fortunate that my brain injury is only mild, although my world was completely destroyed. I was just on FaceTime with my son. He lives an hour away with his mom, and I only get to see him for 24 hours in a week because I can't provide. This basement is free. My dad built it for me in his basement, in his house, and he's ashamed of me because I'm basically a deadbeat dad. Although I love my kids and I weep every day for them, and I wish that I did have money. I don't think it would be right of me to give up on my dream and get a regular job like so many people have told me to do, because I believe that God put me here for a reason, to build the League of Champions, which is my mixed martial arts promotion. I don't think it's right that people aren't given an option to do safe MMA. Now, some people say you should be able to choose head trauma. They said, look, everybody's a consenting adult, and if somebody wants to get a brain injury, they're allowed to do that. And I think that you may have a point, but let me just explain something to you. There's no option for a child. And I'm not going to do submission only fighting because I don't want to get my heel twisted and my knee ripped. My system is safer than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The submission grappling part of it I call power hold. And I don't want to be under anybody else. There's no money in submission fighting. There's no money in MMA. Only for the select few at the top. But you know who's making all the money? The promoters. The promoters are making all the money. People like Dana White have never stepped foot in an octagon. And I don't think it's right. And that's the fight that I'm fighting. And I have a black screen right now with the time thing swirling around, so I don't know if my message is getting out there. But I got to be honest with you, I am depressed. I have issue with my brain that at sometimes I feel very hopeless. And I just have to keep believing that it is, dude. I don't know. Oh, my message? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so one of my things obviously is nutrition. People have seen some glimpses of it on The Ultimate Fighter, although I've gotten even more strict since then. I'm at the point now where I barely even eat, and I really have to, because I'm 40 years old now and I'm a natural athlete. I have to take caffeine to get up, to get up and get active. Otherwise, the depression will just leave me stationary. I won't move. I have to take yohimbe and tribulus. Those are two herbs for workout. Okay, guys my age in MMA, you'd be hard pressed to find one that's not on steroids, to be honest. All my old training partners, they're on at least TRT if they're 40, okay? And not that I'm criticizing them as a person. I personally never took a steroid in my life. And I think that's the right example to set. I think that in a system where people have to fight for their life, in the current rule set, you can be killed. People have died in MMA. So in that system, you probably want to take every advantage that you can get, including illegal drugs. Now, I don't think USADA and I don't think the UFC is legit. I think those things come from the top down. I think the UFC Performance Enhancement Institute, gives the guys the cream and the clear, and they only bust the people that have been put through the algorithm and are shown to be not as profitable as the other people. Some people are profitable, they're going to let them slide. They're not going to test them, or they're going to hide the result. Excuse me. They're going to hide the results. That's my own conspiracy theory. But where was I going with all that? God put me here for a reason, and I believe that this is the reason. The reason is to build the League of Champions, to give people an option. Now, okay, so I'm getting the black screen again. and the swirling thing. So I'll just wait a second. Okay, now I'm back. The thing is this: a kid looks up to an athlete. A kid looks up to somebody, and they want to be like that person. And buffering. I think that people should have the freedom to do what they want. To me, it's equivalent to somebody advertising junk food to kids. Okay? They're innocent. You don't give cigarettes to kids. Okay? You don't put Joe Camel, who's a cartoon, with the purpose of advertising and drugs to kids. So that's my other thing, which is Master Luki brand health food. And I think my League of Champions is the spearhead to get Master Luki in the public eye, going viral through my tour. So how does the League of Champions work? Okay, so imagine this. You can actually go on my YouTube and just click on the playlist where it says League of Champions, and you'll be able to see me and some fighters wearing the full gear. So the first thing is that you're going to notice is the gear. So it's a headgear, it's a chest pad, also known as a hogu, it's elbow pads, it's the MMA gloves, it's knee pads, shin pads, with a foot protector. Now I wear the boots. Some people like the Muay Thai style shin pad, although I recommend wearing the boots. So the first thing, everything is fully padded. The second thing is the rules, and those two major rules are no head contact and no finishing. So the no head contact is the second part, which is the no finishes. So imagine this: you're fighting with your teammate, you're getting ready for the UFC. If you finish your teammate, you knock them out, and say you're not even doing head contact, you knock them out with a body shot. Now who are you going to train with? You kick them in the side of the leg and their knee buckles, and they're lying on the floor. Who are you going to fight now to get ready for your fight? So martial arts is a path of self-improvement. You're not trying to be better than somebody else. Martial arts is a way for us to improve ourselves, fighting against each other. So the point system is, imagine a heart monitor that goes up and down. It's automatically moving as soon as you start your match. Okay, so you're fighting. Even if you're just standing there, you're getting points. Now, eventually, when I get enough fame, or whatever you want to call it, when enough people have eyes on me, the right people who have access to motion capture camera technology, those people are going to help me, and I'm going to help them. We're going to come up with an algorithm or a formula where moves are going to, through the motion capture, send a score onto a scoreboard. So we're fighting, and as we're fighting, our points are going up and up. So that's obviously in the future. I'll also have an idea for an app so that there can be Master Luki's League of Champions matches going on around the world at the same time, and those matches can go, those scores can in real time go to the worldwide database, and there can be a worldwide leaderboard in various divisions. You know, you have your kids divisions with different ages and weights, you know, boys, girls, all the way up through, you know, if you're doing mixed martial arts safely, there's no reason why you can't do it into your whatever 50s or more. Okay? Right now, all I have is qualified people, and I mean people have experience in mixed in martial arts, acting as official scorekeepers. And there's different ways of keeping score in a match. But basically, at the end of the match, each scorekeeper gives each fighter a 0 to 100 score, or 1 to 100. And in a single match, like say for example, me versus Dan Hardy, say I get an 80, he gets an 80. The person with the highest. For people watching live to be able to input their own score. So and I have to go to the gym anyway, so I'm gonna stop eating now. So I'll show up to that gym and challenge the master and anybody who's there who wants it.